on until I get this all figured out. We're going to put Swift up. That's our logo. That's the one we got. Ba-da-da-da. Picking my nose. Everybody take a look if you want to. Okay. I don't think... I'm going to just go ahead and do a little post to Twitter before we get started. I don't know how... This is... I dare I say anything at all about my expectations about time? I don't want to be up until 7 a.m. today. Let's put it that way. All right. All right. Oh, whoops. That happened the way that it happened. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and get started then. So I'm going to go ahead and switch on. Oh, I need to get logged in so I can see if there's any comments. I got logged out. And, okay, logging in didn't work. Let's try it again. Okay, now it's logged me back in. Let's double check that things updated. All right. Here we go. All right, so here's the deal. For many years, I have wanted a home server that literally I could use with my grandma. Literally. I want to be able to share photos with my grandma, with my wife. Unfortunately, dad, grandpa, they don't really use social media or anything like that. But I want something that I can share things with my family, not with the world, with my family, not something that's going viral, just something for the fam and for preservation for my own personal purposes. And I have actually tried... I've hired someone to get a prototype done. There's been some stuff on and off. I had a company that was based in part around this idea, the idea of a server in the home. Anyway, so I just had the experience of watching a video on Swift UI and found that it was unbelievably good. At least, what it looks like. And I believe that it is as good as it looks. And then I gave GPT a very detailed prompt that was a few paragraphs long, and it spit out code that may actually be a decent portion of what I want, because what I want isn't that crazy. So I am actually going to figure out what to do with Xcode once it's open, because I've opened Xcode and I just get so confused by so many options. I just want to open up a text file, put some code in a text file, run a build command. Like, that's the level that I'm at. Xcode is way beyond that. So I'm going to go ahead and open up Xcode and we're going to watch some copyrighted content that's probably going to get this thing blocked. So it's not my first time ever opening Xcode. I've opened Xcode, but I've never done anything with it. Even this Hello Swift, I don't think I got as far as figuring it out, like what it was actually doing. So I'm actually going to delete this, because I don't think I actually got anything done in that project. I couldn't figure it out from the, like the most basic level. So I'm going to go ahead and move that trash. I'm going to watch someone explain what to do in Xcode, and I'm going to try to figure it out. So that's all I'm doing. I'm watching somebody else's content. I'm going to see if I can get past the initial anxiety attack, because what I really want is someone to hold my hand. But I don't know anybody that uses Xcode. I don't think I know anybody who uses Xcode. I could find somebody for a lot of other things, but Apple developers are just, I don't know. They're not in the open source community with the rest of us. You don't hear about the iOS meetup or any of that stuff. It's a strange ecosystem, but okay, let me show one more thing. There's this app called PhotoSync. It's super expensive. It sucks so bad. I don't know how it can suck so bad. Like this screen, that's basically, that's the easy part. It opens up at this screen, and that looks really cool. That's it. That's the only thing that's given any attention to detail. The rest of it is 1,000 million menus. Notice all their marketing material. It's all the same thing. Okay. So I guess they've put all of their development cost into a bunch of other clouds, but I don't want to save my stuff on other clouds. None of their development money has gone into, and it, unsurprisingly, their website doesn't show what the app actually looks like. Like if you want to scroll your photos, you can already scroll them in the Photos app. The hard part is, how the freak do you get this thing connected to a server so that you can use it, right? And it just, okay. All right, so they've got one picture of their screen, and their stuff is really complicated and unintuitive, because one of the things you want to do when you sync your photos, ideally, is you want to keep your albums, and I don't know if it does that. So anyway, it just, like, the app is so expensive and it sucks, and I kind of would like to just get something a lot simpler that doesn't focus on cloud options, but just focuses on things you run on your own Windows computer or Linux computer or Mac or whatever, and then go from there. So anyway, that's kind of the backstory. And so I'm going to close this out and then reopen it again. Did I reopen it? Okay. So show in Finder, it's showing nothing. All right, well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So I don't know how you delete something from here. Is there a way to delete this? Say this isn't a project anymore? All right, so I found this. I was looking in the iBooks for books on Swift UI development with iOS, and they give you a free preview of the first 50 pages that are more like maybe 50 paragraphs. But the problem is the first 50 pages are, in multiple books that I looked at, are all just, welcome to the journey. I don't know. It's, I think at page 100, it starts at, okay, now open up Xcode. So anyway, I'll put in chat the video I'm looking at. This is WWDC 2019. So this is really old, but I'm just going to maybe start from here and see how it goes. So I'm in this video. Oh, we need to get pip mode on here. Hold on. picture-in-picture mode. There we go. So now I can make the video whatever size I want the video to be. Maybe if I can get the corner. There we go. Okay. So now I've got it to be what I want it to be. Let me go back one. All right. So I'm just gonna start from the point where she opens up Xcode for the first time and see if I can follow along.
Let's go ahead and create an actual project from scratch. So in front of you is the Welcome to Xcode window. And on the left, you have the...
Hold on. I can't get to it. Why can't I? There we go. Okay.
Option to create a new project.
All right.
Which will store all of your files and resources for your app. You can also clone an existing project that may be hosted on a source control account such as GitHub. And finally, you can also open up a Xcode playground, which allows you to experiment with your Swift code and then see the results of that code in real time. On the right are all of the projects that we've been recently modifying, and so we have quick and easy access to them. I'm going to go ahead and create a new project in Xcode.
Boom.
This will open up the template selector. Templates are starting points for our app. And there are a variety of templates that are available for us to use. In order to pick the right template, we need to start out by identifying the platform we're developing for. And I know I'm writing an iOS app, so I'll go ahead and click on the iOS tab. Within this tab, you'll notice that there are two categories of templates available, such as the application templates and the framework and the library templates. For the purpose of this session, though, I'm going to go ahead and select an application template, and I'm going to pick the simplest one, which is the single view app.
So I'm thinking I probably really only care about this on the phone. So let's just start with that, and it probably won't be too terrible to update it later. Although the Swift UI thing I saw was multi-platform, and I like that, and I like the idea of being able to use it on an iPad as well. So I'm tempted to try the multi-platform. Maybe, I don't know. Let's try it. Okay.
And I'll click next. So my teammates and I have decided we want to build a meditation application. And we've decided to call it Mind.
Okay, so this one is going to be called, I don't know what to call it actually. And I don't know how you change this later. That's another problem, but let's say that in the worst case, I just have to recreate the project and copy the files over. I can do that, right? So, I'm going to call this product, what's a cool hip name? Let's ask GPT. And Grok. Maybe a few ideas. There's so many things that I guess this is one of the things that gives me anxiety is there's so many things that happen when you click next on that first screen that I don't understand where they go. Photo stream. How about family photos? Let me see if there's, let me go search the App Store. Fam. I think I'm going to call it Fam. All right. Storage. What's the difference between Swift data and core data? Okay. What's the difference between Swift data and core data? Okay, this is really didn't tell me anything, but host in CloudKit. Whether to host your application's persistent data in CloudKit. Okay, what is CloudKit? Okay. So I think that this might actually make sense. There's going to be metadata. For example, well, I don't know exactly yet, but I think this what's data type and records. It's limitations. Apple only. Android. Oh, okay. We'll go with no CloudKit for now. Include tests, sure. New folder. Bam. Photo, sync, and share. What? Dang it. Cannot run GPG. All right, what do I do about this error? All right, so that's a problem. Um, so Xcode, GPG, failed. Load it. Do we have anything better for the error message? So I have GPG set up for signing. Failed to sign the data. Failed to write commit object. What's up? Hmm. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is gonna work. So I wonder why it doesn't work. Okay, so that works. All right. User bin GPG. Do we have GPG? No. Good morning. I'm struggling through Xcode. You know, the first thing that I encounter is an error. Cannot run GPG. I don't know if this error matters. So maybe a path issue. Okay, that was already set to true. I think this is already set. Yeah, that's already set. Okay, so maybe, let's see, how do I solve this problem for Xcode? I think I already have that set up. Yeah, it looks like that's already set up, but I'll double check some things here. Yeah, that looks right. That file exists. Okay. So that worries me. Let's see if I can just quit out of this and then get back in. And if it shows me the same message again. Or what? Because I definitely want the Git integration to work. So let's see. Can I just delete a project? Delete. Can I just... How? Okay. How to delete project in Xcode. You know, maybe I should do this in a virtual machine. Huh. Why would I use what? Why would I use Xcode? Because I want to create an iOS app. Uninstall GPG. Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm okay with disabling, like, let's say, for example, I disabled GPG for this project. That's fine. But I just, oftentimes when something fails during instantiating a project, if something fails, it's often bad because the initialization doesn't complete. The initialization got to step 11, but it didn't finish step 12, for example. Okay. Delete the project folder. All right, so clear recent projects, delete the project folder. All right. File. Recent. Clear menu. All right. Delete the project folder. Okay. Easy enough. Let's see. Let's go to projects. And move to trash. Empty trash. Yep. Okay. And then let's Xcode again. All right. So let's try this. Create new project. App. Fam. Create Git repository. Okay. Cool. I like that. All right, so I'm here now, and I'm confident this time around that the project has initialized completely. Oh, that's a lot of screen space here. Do we have to use all that screen space? Okay. All right, I can't. I might have to go into the... So I had a full screen one set up where I'm just a talking head. Heyo! And that's might be what we have to go to for this. But I'm going to bring this back over here for the moment. All right, let's see what else she has to say.
For the product name, I'm going to enter in mine. For the organization name, typically I will put in the name of my organization. But
Really?
for the purposes of this session, I am going to call ourselves example team. The organization identifier is then the reverse DNS of the organization name. So in this case, it is com.exampleteam. Finally, the bundle identifier is autofilled, and it is a unique ID for your app within Apple's ecosystem. It is a combination of the product name and the organization identifier. For the language, I will go ahead and leave it at Swift because I want to write my app in Swift.
Yeah, we do.
And I will
Booyah!
ensure that I have UI tests included so that it creates a target for them, because as developers, we want to be in the habit of constantly testing our code. We'll show you later how to add unit tests.
All right, sorry, I missed something because I'm looking for the window that she came from to be able to speed this up. I think it's this one. Picture-in-picture does have some drawbacks, just so we know. Let's see, is this gonna... Is my normal... Okay. Here we go. So I need to take her over here. I'm gonna have her window over here with me so I can speed her voice up or slow it down as needed. But I missed what she was saying there, so see if I can get the hard part done here.
It is a combination of the product name and the organization identifier. For the language, I will go ahead and leave it at Swift because I want to write my app in Swift. And I will ensure that I have UI tests included so that it creates a target for them, because as developers, we want to be in the habit of constantly testing our code.
There's an echo because you're hearing her through my mic as well. I'll try to sort that out. All right. So now I'll mute myself when there's an echo, or so we don't get the echo while I'm watching her.
We'll show you later how to add unit tests. So after you click finish our code, I have UI tests included so that it creates a target for them, because as developers, we want to be in the habit of constantly testing our code. We'll show you later how to add unit tests. So after you click finish, it'll open up the save sheet. Here I can decide where I want to save my app. It defaults to the desktop, and I'm happy with that, so I'll leave that as is. But one thing that I do want to ensure is that source control is available from the very beginning of this project so that I can manage, track, and back up any changes that I make during the development process. So I will go ahead and check the Create a Git repository on my Mac checkbox, and I'll click Create. So we have our template set up now. We can add an app icon to our app. App icons are the images that a user will select whenever they want to launch our app. App icons are assets. Examples of assets include images and colors. Assets are managed and organized.
A color is an asset? A color? I think she misspoke there. Maybe a theme or something. Anyway, we'll go with it.
By an asset catalog, and we can access that asset catalog through the navigator by clicking on it. And because we want the catalog for our app icon, let's go ahead and click on the app icon in the editor. And you'll notice from the catalog that you can have assets for notifications, settings, Spotlight, as well as the app itself. So I have an app icon sitting on my desktop. It's ready to be used. And
Dollars to donuts. I don't have the same screen she does. Let's see. Did I get any assets? I don't think it matters that much. Build settings, build rules. Oh, wait. Okay, assets, app icon. That's kind of neat. All right, I think just knowing that that's there is good enough. I don't think I need to do anything at this point. Wait a minute. Let's ask Grok. Where's Grok at? Grok, come here, baby. Where you at? Where you at, baby Grok? Grok, there we go. Generate. I'm creating an iOS app called FAM for syncing photos to a local file server. I'll say local private server. And I hope later to add features to share with family. Generate some app logo ideas for me. All right, hopefully everything's safe for work here. Cool. All right. That's a little weird, but I think we're going to go with it. Oh. It's called image. All right. How about a few more? And as PNG. Nah. No. Okay, it's giving me some ideas. Tree of photos, family frame, interlocked hearts, puzzle pieces, cloud with faces. Let's see. Make the logo. Let's see what it gets. No, that's terrible. Okay. I think that I'm getting a sense. I'm getting a sense that maybe it's just spitting out training data here. That looks really, 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 really similar. Okay, let's try one more time. Logo for an app named Fam. That syncs photos to a private file server. The first one was all right. I'm going to go with it. Oh, I like that a lot, actually. Interesting. Again, I swear. Oh, wow. That, uh, uh, yeah, it's just combining other people's icons. That one's no good. That one's no bueno. Oh, that's kind of cool. Too weird, though. All right, I'll try one more time, and then I'm just going to go with the folder looking mabob. Oh, okay, I lied. I'm going to try one more time after that. It's getting worse. I wish I could tell it to try 10 times. All right, so all right, it's just getting worse now. But okay, what did she say to do? I'm just going to try doing everything the way that she says it and just try to replicate her success. All right.
Settings, Spotlight, as well as the app itself. So I have an app icon sitting on my desktop. It's ready to be used. And I have a device
Let's
that
go.
uses 2x resolution.
Let's go.
So app assets are available for 1x, 2x, and 3x resolution, depending upon the device you use. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this app icon and drag it into the 2x catalog box for the iPhone app. Now I want to test my app icon to make sure that it actually works. So to do that, I want to run it in a simulator for the iPhone XR. So I'll change my run destination to the iPhone XR. And then I'll click the run button. This will launch the simulator. And you'll notice that the simulator goes about launch.
All right, so I don't know how long she's worked at Apple, but that would be the iPhone X, because to call it the iPhone 10 would mean that there was an iPhone 9, which there wasn't. Okay, let's see what do I have to crop this thing to? Let's go ahead and duplicate. All right. What? What do you mean I don't have permission? Okay, I guess some freak accident happened because I definitely do have permission. Okay, so it generated for me. Let's see. It's a very awkward size. Can I fit it in a 512 by 512? Yes, I can. And so I will. All right. Oh, darn. We don't have any option. Oh, okay, 256. There we go. There we go. I got it. Don't you worry, baby girl. I got it. Here we go. Bam! Boom! All right. Cool. So let's go ahead and, what do we, save this? Okay, it gives me modified. Great. And so now what do I do? First time seeing Grok. Yeah, so I've been using Grok a little bit. My least favorite one is Cloud, although Cloud does seem to have some good output. But I like Grok, and Grok that has a few different model options that are easy to pick from, so that's cool. Fam Bam. You know, that's the other thing. Hold on. We gotta try. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not. Yeah, maybe. Good to go. Okay, I'm gonna go to my history with Grok real quick, and I call it Fam Bam. Hold on. No way! All right, can I see my history? All right, I'm just gonna get it started over here. Okay, so we got that, and then she said what? Run it in the simulator? Okay, I'm trying to. Okay, that's run in the simulator. Where do I select simulator? FAM is from an unidentified developer and differs from previous versions. Are you sure you want to open it? Sure. Let's do it. Okay, where'd it go? All right, where's FAM running? I missed something. Okay, let's go listen to what she has to say again, because obviously I'm not doing what she's doing. Otherwise, I'd get the results she's getting.
I want to run it in a simulator for the iPhone XR. So I'll change my run destination to the iPhone XR.
All right. So let's see about run destination. Where's run destination? So stopping them all. Where's my run destination? iPhone SE 3rd generation. Let's do it. What? I see, like it's already broken. I didn't do anything yet. How is it broken? Compile asset catalog failed. All right, what's the problem here? Oh, okay. All right. All right, and apparently you couldn't figure out, if I just drop the image in, shouldn't it be able to figure it out? Be like, oh, did you want to resize that? I can resize that for you. Okay. That's kind of weird to me. Like, can we not? It's 2024. We can't figure out image resizing. I don't know. All right, build still failed. Okay, can we clear the build? Seriously, command. Okay, copy, clear. What do I do? What do I do? So we got this. What do I do though? Build failed. But I've got no error message. All right. And of course, I can't copy this text to select it. Whoops. Oh, okay. So I was able to drag and drop it. I used drag and drop, y'all. Have y'all tried drag and drop? Where you drop the dragon? All right. Try a different version. Okay, how do I clean and rebuild? This has been my experience every time I've ever opened up Xcode. So I'd paid for somebody to create an app in Xcode, and I had the same experience. It doesn't like nothing ever works. Okay, Command Shift K, menu bar product clean. Okay, let's try menu bar product. Clear all issues. Okay. Clean build folder. All right, let's go back. And let's hit play. Build failed. But then what? All right, let's just get rid of compile asset catalog failed with them not. Did in an app icon. Are you allowed to use JPEG? Do I need to export it in a, what? Okay, let's see if we can just build it now. Build success. And installing onto the iPhone. Okay, so apparently okay, do we get the running simulator or no? Simulator's coming. Okay, here's the simulator. So let's do, there was like a physical size. Physical size. Okay, there we go. Is that really the physical size? Well, I'll be darned. That is the actual physical size. I just thought but it looks so small. All right, menu items. Window. Physical size. Can I choose the size? Oh, okay. All right, I can choose the size. All right. Oh, it's got a plus and an edit. Wonderful. Hey, that's not so bad. Like that's not a bad hello world. That's mostly what we want to do, right? That's not a bad hello world. Okay. All right. So let's see if I can get this into a Git project or. You know, with Grok 2, for people on Fiverr, they don't even have to do their craft anymore. You know, they just get a Grok 2 subscription, hit refresh a bunch of times. Then, I mean, hopefully they could recreate whatever it is. Okay, so, all right. I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's see what we can do next. Oh, wait a minute. That's not pretty good. We couldn't even get it. Oh, iOS. Okay, I think I get it now. The app icon wasn't there for iOS, so it couldn't run on iOS. Okay, is that what we're seeing? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to preview export this, or I guess, can I preview export? File export on preview? I'm doing this in the other screen here. JPEG, Punga. Gotta have the ping file. It's very important. Okay. So I'm going to try just resizing it to 256. And then I'll also try exporting it as PNG. All right, so let's try both and see what happens. Wait, where'd the export go? Where did it go? Oh, it went into my temp files. Temp folders. Hold on. I don't know why it would put it there. All right, so let's try this again. We're going to go over here, and we're going to drag and drop. Unleash the dragon. Oh, wait. iOS. So all of this is iOS. All of this is Mac OS. Okay, got it. All right, so we need to go all the way down to a 64 for this. Can we do it? Let's try it out. Okay, so I'm going to open this again. I'm going to duplicate it again. But this time, I'm going to take it down to 64. And let's do adjust size down to 64. Okay, duplicate. I'm assuming that y'all know how to click the duplicate button. I don't need to show that on the screen for anybody's pleasure. 64. Okay, good. All right. So here's our, I'm going to try our, ooh, that's gross. All right, well, at that size, I do want to see if JPEG is part of the problem. It's just amazing to me that they don't have a simple, like, this is the first thing they tell you to do in the tutorial, and they don't have an error message like, hey, you're building for iOS, but you gave a favicon for Mac, and we just don't know how to downscale an image. We just haven't been able to figure it out. Can't do it. All right. Building. Go. Build failed. All right, let's try again. This time I'm going to use PNG instead of JPEG. All right. Build failed. Build failed. All right. No image. Build succeeded. Hmm. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to have to take... All right. I'm going to go down to 32. All right, so duplicate. I wonder if also maybe it has some... No, it's... I don't know. All right, so this one that's 32, did I pick the PNG? No, I picked the JPEG. Of course I picked the JPEG. All right, duplicate. Are we going to have to take it all the way down to 16? Or I wonder, you know, do I need to upscale as well? Do I need to get it to go... All right, so let me go File, Duplicate. I'm just going to double the file size for no good reason. All right, size. Let's scale it up. Okie dokie day. All right, let me bring this one over. All right, let's try if I just throw it here and then I build it. Fingers crossed. Hey, build succeeded. Okay, all right, so a really great way to handle this would maybe be to give an error message that says, we don't know how to upscale an image. Go do that for us, por favor. All right. Yay! Oh, whoops, you can't see this. Let me bring this back over. Sorry. Was it out of view space the whole time? Look, we can close it. Wait. Yay! Yay! Wahoo! It's kind of cool. Can I go into system settings on this? This is a full phone, right? Sign into your phone. So one would imagine oh, you can't scroll here. What I want is to go into general and to go into, what is it, font? Nope, that's not what I wanted. Transfer, reset iPhone. How about accessibility then? Text and display size. Larger text is on. And reduce transparency, increase contrast, differentiate without color. Smart invert. Prefer. Reduce transparency. Button shapes. Oh, bless you. On off labels. Oh yeah. Bold text? Nah, we're good there. Okay. So here I'm good. Yeah, I do want to know. Let me see. Whoop, what did I do? I didn't mean to do that. All right. How do I put iPhone into zoom mode? Okay, zoom. Accessibility and zoom. Oops. So when you set up your iPhone, it asks you what kind of mode you want. Anyway, I like to have that on because it kind of gives you an idea of what it's like. Okay. Cool. Let's see. What does mine look like? How many? I guess this would be the question: is how many rows do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. So what do you got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think mine is in display and text size, larger text. Is mine all the way here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I have the iPhone. Okay, let's go back and check this go. Okay. Screen size, larger text. Let's bring it all the way down here. Then what happens? Okay, so that's not changing. Okay. Accessibility zoom. Okay. iPhone setup screen size. What is it called? Let's see. A bottle of vodka was a bad idea. My wife's visa got approved finally, so I was in a good mood. 3 years of us first moving. Congratulations. 1 year of marriage and living half a world away is to. Oh my goodness. Hunar. Yeah. Yay, the app builds. Depending on the version of iOS, zoom location and name is different in accessibility. Check the control center. Check your version of iOS on the simulator. Okay. So, okay, there it is. There it is. Let's try zoom. Whoa. Zoom. It's not here. Text and display size. Smart invert. Differentiate without color. So I think it's not here in the simulator, which is really weird. That's really strange to me. Let me check and see where it's at on mine. And you're right. Let's check and see what version the simulator is. All right, about 17.5. I don't know if mine's going to go that high. Let's see what mine's at. General. About 17.6. Brump, brump. All right. So I'm going to click on accessibility in here and zoom. No, that's not what I want. Dang it. How do I get out of here? Oh, that was a bad idea. I definitely did not mean that. I am sorry. And I don't know how to control it. Okay, now my phone is stuck in some sort of zoom mode. Because I tap the button and then of course it immediately, okay, let's see. Can I? No! It's stuck in a zoom mode, but like it's stuck like this. And before I got the instructions for how to use it, I ended up with this, but I don't know what to do. Is it 2-finger zoom? Is it 3-finger? Oh, no. Tap the screen twice with 3 fingers. Okay. Yay! That's what I needed. Yeah, because I turned it on and then it's like, oh, it's on now. So that's actually not what I mean. Okay, when you first get your phone, it asks you the question, do you want to optimize for space? Or do you want to optimize for more icons? Okay. How to change iPhone resolution for more icons. Okay. Settings, display and brightness, view. There we go. Wait, this says display and text size, not display and brightness. But, oh, that's because I'm in accessibility. We're supposed to be in general. Display and brightness. Text size. Okay. View. Ah, there we go. Display zoom. It's called display zoom. All right. So, I want this to be set up like my phone is. So we're going to go back to accessibility and turn that off. So let me see what the normal... I think it was set here to start with. Okay, so we're going to reset that. So there's display and text size. That's accessibility. We don't want that. We want... let's see. We're in developer mode here. Dark appearance. Ah! Displays it so weird that it shows up there. Larger text. Set. Use zoomed. Boom, baby. Okay, but I'm gonna clip this portion. I'm gonna send it to a friend. Whoop. Dear friend. Now I figured this out now, so I'm gonna share this with you. So, in order to be able to preview an app in the type of mode that I and other people over 27 use their phones on, because we don't like everything to be itty bitty tiny. You go down, 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 down. In the simulator, in the iOS simulator, it's under developer. On the regular phone, it's under display and brightness. And under display and brightness on the regular one, I was just want to see what else was there. It's under display zoom. And it's larger text. That's it. But now that I'm here, I want to go check out some other stuff too. So bye, friend. See past termination. Allow HTTP services. Disable rate limiting. AirPlay suggestions. Reset local data on next. What? TV provider. TV app. Reindex all items. Interesting. Okay, so now I can make this smaller again. All right, let's get back to what the lady has to say. And then I'm probably going to go to bed soon. All right, Hunar, what did you have to say? Let me read your comments here. Check your iOS version. What are you trying to do is listen to music. 17.5 and 6 should be the same. 2 terabyte iPhone with a home button. Isn't that the dream? Yeah. Yeah. Sure, it's a simulated device, but still. Well, I've got this is the SE2. When the SE4 comes out with the USB-C, I think I might even get it new. We'll see. We'll see how I'm doing then. All right. My mind is done. Good night. Clipped. All right. Okay, so we're back to the lady, the kind lady who's showing us. Look, on hers, she didn't have to put in the right size. Let's see. What did she do here? The 2X and 3X. iPhone, iPad. Yeah. She didn't have to put in the right size app. She didn't get a build error for putting in the wrong size app. What? And she put in a 2X instead of a 3X. I don't know. Anyway, hers built, mine didn't, but now mine builds too. Okay, so it's actually important. It won't build unless you've got the right size. You have to have the large application. So again, moving this out of the way, what we had to do, I tried putting it over here and it wouldn't build because you have to put it here for it to build. That's the deal. So you have to have the 1024 square in order for it to build. Okay, now with that done, we'll get back to the kind lady and let her continue.
And then I'll click the run button. This will launch the simulator. And you'll notice that the simulator goes about launching my app immediately. I know this because it's displaying Hello World, and that's what my template is set up to do. So I need to go to the hardware menu to actually see my app icon in the home screen. So I'll go to the hardware menu and click on home. This will bring me to the home screen, and I see my app icon is there. If I click on the app icon, my app comes back into the foreground. So great, I know that my app icon works. I can terminate execution of the simulator. And now we're at a good point where we can commit and save our changes so that our colleagues Holly and Hansa can continue developing on this project. To do that, we first need to add a GitHub account. We can do that through XCode Preferences, which you can access from the XCode menu and then going to Preferences. XCode Preferences lets you customize XCode for your needs. And in order to add an account, we'll go ahead and go to the Account Preference pane and click on the plus button. You'll see that there are a variety of accounts that are available to us. And since we're interested in a GitHub account, we'll click on GitHub and click Continue. So now it's asking me for my
I forgot to unmute. Okay, so I got to create a token on GitHub. And I was saying before, it'll be a cold day in shell before GitHub gets, or Xcode gets my GitHub login. So it is showing here, these are the permissions that we need. I'm going to go create a token. I don't know where it opened GitHub. Oh, of course it opened it in the most weird way possible. Okay. It'll be a cold day in shell before you get access to my credentials. All right, we need repo. We need write discussion. We need admin public key. Where's admin public key? Whoa! I don't know about all this. That's a lot of permissions. How about I not do all that? How about I just create a repo for this on GitHub and it just use my credentials that I already have saved? Can we do that? Xcode and GitHub without access token. Okay, but why? Okay. Why connect Xcode to GitHub with access token? Yeah, I don't think that's really something I need to worry about. I think this is misinformation. I'm going to not do that step. I'm going to skip that step. Funny thing is, I didn't want to ever marry before I met my wife the first day. Most family drama that led to that mentality. I understand. I've heard that before. Was really love at first sight for me. Which sight? Was it a personal site? Was it a code site? What kind of site was it? Love on first sight. Was it a site like OkCupid? I'm teasing because of the misspelling of site, just in case that doesn't come through the vodka. No! Hey, come on now. God did not intervene in this scenario. This was vodka. Don't put the blame on God. You wanna use an expletive? You can retype that vodka. Vodka, darn it. There's a family-friendly channel, and I can't get that thing down. Can I make this go away? Can I hide this comment? I don't want to block you or anything. I just want to hide that comment. I just don't want it to be right there. That's okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go on GitHub. And I'm going to create my FamBam repo. Repository name, fam. Description. I'm going to make this one private, actually. Photo sync app for the family. So I'm going to go into remember, to err is human. But to really fisk things up requires a computer. Let's see what else. I need to figure out all the different swear words I can replace with technical terms. That's how I want to live my life. That's the joy I want to bring to the world. Be able to figure out how to say, yeah, I don't, what in the shell is going on? That's a good one. Yeah, I don't know. Sure as shell. Sure as shell. Sure as shell ain't doing it from Finder. If you didn't watch my little short, I had a 12-second short. It was very fun. I enjoyed it. I loved it so much. I thought it was the funniest thing I've ever done. All right. Cool. All right, so I was able to do that. Cool. All right, maybe she's going to show me how to do more stuff now. So I'm going to mute myself again, and we're going to listen to the lady.
My account credentials, so I'm going to go ahead and type in my account name and my password. So it's signed into my account, which is great. So I'll go ahead and close XCode preferences. And now I need to make the actual commit. So to do that, I'll go to the source control menu, and I'll click on commit.
I realize now I was muted when I said that. I said she was ready to commit so fast. I can't believe it. She's just like, she's getting into, she's committed that fast. Okay, did she just click the commit button? That was it? I'm going to watch again.
And now I need to make the actual commit. So to do that, I'll go to the source control menu, and I'll click on commit. This will open up the commit sheet. And here you can verify all of the changes you made, and you can add a commit message to let your colleagues know what you've changed. So for the commit message, I'll say that this commit will add an app icon. And I'll click commit, which will close the commit sheet. So now, to get to this point in our...
Hey, can I get a little slow clap? That's my first time committing with a GUI tool. I always commit from the CLI, except today. I committed from the GUI. I did. I'm a GUI committer now.
Development, we started out by creating a project using XCode. We then chose a template that was appropriate for our platform.
Does she know that you don't give the summary of your talk at 11 minutes in? And what is she going to do for the other 40 minutes? I'm not going to be here for the rest of that, by the way.
Added an app icon to our asset used XCode source control functionality to commit our changes so that our colleagues could continue developing on our project. To learn more about source control, we recommend that you check out the source control workflows in XCode talk from 2018. Now we're at a point where we can start adding actual meditation functionality to our app. And to do that, I'm going to invite up my colleague, Holly. Thank you.
Oops. Okay, so her talk was over. That's why she was doing her thing. All right. Well, I don't know if she knows that technology can't meditate, but go with it. Wife hates drinks because, again, family drama. So I cut back. Dude, a liter of vodka? A liter? Yeah, I want to know how you're still standing. The things women make us do. No, I think you give up the drink for the girl, for sure. You leave that drink alone, brother. Yeah. Oh, relationships are complicated. Marriage is complicated. Family is complicated. Vodka's simple. But it can make things complicated. All right. All right, let's see what her friend says.
Thanks, Prachi. My name is Holly, and I'm an engineer on the Xcode source editor team. And welcome to the source editor. This is where you will write all of the code for your app. To the left of the source code, we have the line numbers. And to the right of the code, we have the minimap, which shows you a miniature view of the file in the editor.
Wait, do I have a mini map? All right. So I committed. Oh, and I'm going to push too. Push changes, include tags always. Trust. Wait, hold on. Is it running its own version of SSH? It may be. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, no, sir. No, sir. Okay. Let's see. All right, I've got too many windows open again. I think I'm just going to take this a little bit further, and then I'm going to call it a day and resume, or call it a night and resume in the morning. No, that's not what I wanted. Okay, let's bring this over here. How to get Xcode to use my SSH session. Generating a new key. Add, use Apple keychain. Okay. All right, let's try this. All right, why don't we go to accounts? Can we just add regular Git? Who knew this would be so hard? All right, maybe this is it. Okay. Remove any keys, copy the contents of your key, add new key by pasting a unique identifier, go to personal access, deleting used undertook expiration, and copy the token. Okay, exit. Going to remove, add username. The token was just copied. It's like this SSH key. Okay. Okay. How to use Xcode with self-hosted Git. Let's do it that way. But I will add the Apple managed keys for SSH. Okay. All right, let's see now that I've added it with the keychain. Let's see what happens. Push. Push. Okay, cool. That works. So, doesn't know my path. All right. So I made some notes for myself. All right, cool. Let's see if we can go a little bit further. All right, so I'm committed. I'm committed now. All right, what do I do next? What's this? Nah, not yet. So everything's cool now. Booyah. All right, let me read through a couple more comments here. Time for sleep. Dad's side of the family is crazy religious, and we're not supposed to drink. My dad's the oddball out. Good night for reals. Okay. Yeah, well, I don't know that anybody benefits from alcohol. I don't know that anybody says, I'm glad I picked up drinking. I think that in ancient times it was maybe somewhat necessary. In modern times, maybe not. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and return to watching what the nice lady has to say.
For navigation. Above the the layout of your editor using the editor options and editor split menus. We are already making great progress on building our meditation app. Let's have a look at where we're headed. We are building a meditation app that allows users to select a duration and meditate for that amount of time. When the meditation is over, the app will write the user's mindful minutes back to their health data. We'll need to add quite a bit of Swift code to get our app working. But instead of trying to read the code that I write, I want you to focus on the tools that XCode provides to aid the editing process. And if you're new to Swift, welcome. To get started with Swift, I recommend going through the Swift guided tour, which is available online or in an XCode playground, so that you can experiment with the Swift code as you walk through the tour. This resource is available on docs.swift.org. And with that, let's head over to XCode. I added some code to the project template that Prachi showed us to implement timing a meditation and drawing a peaceful background for the app. We still have to implement a UI for selecting a meditation duration and for starting the meditation. We also have to implement the class that interacts with HealthKit. To get our app up and running really quickly, I implemented a mock health store that does not interact with HealthKit, and we'll implement the real health store later. So here we're looking at the content view.swift from the project template, and I added a title and a background. While building the UI for your app, XCode can show you a preview of what your UI.
Okay, I just got to say, it is so... There is something so weird, so 1984 about integrating health data in a phone, especially trivial stuff like, have you meditated today? What's your sleep quality? This is just, it's really weird. It's, I don't know, maybe it's just rich people stuff. I don't know. It's just...
UI will look like an interactive canvas. To show the canvas, we can select the editor menu and click editor and canvas. The canvas will build and run your code as you edit so that it can show you the results of your code in real time. So now in the preview, we can see the welcome title. Canvas will build and run your... To show the canvas, we can select the editor menu and click editor and canvas.
Okay. So I think I might have Canvas open. I'm not sure. Canvas? Okay. Canvas? Okay, so I have a Canvas thingy. Content view. I'm trying to figure out which of these things is Canvas. Oh, Canvas is here. Okay. Okay, so depending on how wide my view is, Canvas appears or disappears. It's like a lightweight iPhone simulator. Okay. All right. So that's cool. Well, I'm going to get so productive with all this nonsense. Look at me go. What is this thing? Add editor what? Add editor on right? No, thank you. There's so many plus buttons. See, I got overwhelmed with all this stuff. But I guess if I had 15 years in it, it'd make sense to me. JK, can't sleep. What are my thoughts on Zig? All the good ones, of course. I have all good thoughts about Zig. All right, so this is cool. Content view, what happens if I click it? All right. Content view, is this what we're looking at here? Preview. So there's preview. All right. So how do I get this thing to scroll up and down again? What do I do now? Can I make it maybe not quite so big? There we go. Can I maybe pick a size that I want? Probably not. Okay, automatic. I want more. I want SE third generation, baby. Okay, so I think it actually is loading a simulator. Okay. All right, so I got this. Okay, I like this. This is actually it's a really great development experience, especially for something that's visual like this is. Oh, sorry, you probably can't see all of this. Let me bring that over a little bit. Okay, cool. So, yeah, I don't really know about the layout here. It's if I was gonna, okay, whoops. Oh, okay, yeah, that works. How do I get my zoom to go back to default zoom? Well, so I'm gonna turn this one off for now. We'll quit the simulator, or we'll leave it open. I don't know. Quit the simulator. All right, so this is pretty good. Just this alone, I really like this. This is kind of cool. This is actually kind of cool. I think the web. I think I have web derangement syndrome. Is that what it would be? And being able to see something like this is kind of neat. I like it. It's a different kind of experience, but I really like it. Let's compare that text size to this text size. Oh, this text size is much bigger. Okay. So could I get rid of maybe this thing? Can I editor inline comparison minimap? Get rid of the minimap? Okay. Like, what all can I get rid of to make my coding experience much better? Get my font larger. Okay. And have my normal thing. Okay. So I turned off the minimap. We've got wrap lines. That's good. I think I want that. I don't know if I want that actually. I'm not sure about these pound defines. I guess that's tried and true, but it feels dirty. Feels dirty inside. But this is kind of cool. All right. Yeah, maybe 10 more minutes and then I'm out. But yeah, Zig, full thumbs up. I think Zig is great. I love where it's going. I can't wait to see more.
The canvas will build and run your code as you edit so that it can show you the results of your code in real time. So now in the preview, we can see the welcome title and the peaceful background. Next, I want to add a meditation view. So I'll create a new file, and I'll use the Swift UI view file template. And I'm going to call this meditation view. Right now, the preview is showing me a full device, but the view that I'm working on is only taking up a small portion of the screen. I can modify the preview provider, which is what's supplying the view to show on the canvas, to only show the view that I'm working on, using the preview layout modifier. When I start to type the modifier, XCode will bring up the code completion window. This shows me a list of suggested symbols based on the text that I typed, as well as the surrounding context of the code. The modifier that I want is the first one in the completion list, and I can press enter to accept the suggestion. Now XCode inserted the symbol into the editor along with a placeholder for me to fill out the remaining code, and I'll fill that out now with size that fits. Next, I know that my meditation view will need to interact with a meditation controller, so I'm going to add a property wrapper that wraps a meditation controller, and I'll resume the preview. If you're unsure of what a certain API does in the source editor, you can view documentation for that API by holding, and I'll resume the preview. To interact with a meditation controller, so I'm going to add a property wrapper that wraps a meditation controller, and I'll resume the preview. If you're unsure of what a certain API does in the source editor, you can view documentation for that API by holding down Option and clicking on the symbol that you want to view documentation for. This will bring up the Quick Help popover, which shows me the declaration of the symbol along with its documentation. Before we move on, I need to supply a meditation controller using the environment object modifier. start building up this view. Right now, we have
Okay, so that's cool. Yeah, I think maybe web developers could take a page out of the book here. You know, because this kind of reminds me more of Vue. I'm trying to think of how this could work in a web context. What would a web framework like this look like? Would it be possible to do a framework like this? Of course, they are showing it in a very simple way that makes a lot of sense, and we're not counting for all of the terrible abuse people would heap upon it. Okay, so let's try this. We're going to do file, new file, new file, and we're going to do Swift UI view. Okay. Just kind of scrolling through, see what all this stuff is. Put it in fam, sure. Under fam. All right. Looks good to me. All right, so there's some stuff that she did pretty quickly. So preview, Swift UI view. Let's call this, let's just do what she's doing. Meditation view. Oh, and I think that this might be I'm going to try it exactly the way that she's doing it here. I will actually screenshot her text. Now this is several years old, so this may not be the right way to do it anymore. But let's just try. Now, she has a meditation controller. Where's her meditation controller? Oh, and then that wasn't the right type of bracket. Do we not have an auto formatter in Xcode? I'll do it. I'll do it. Is that option L? Or is that option I? What is that? Control? Not sure what that was. So editor. Let's structure. Control L? No, Control I. Control I. Okay. That's, I don't really like that mapping, but maybe we can change that. Okay. So we need to create a meditation controller. Let's see if there's any other controllers. Let's do WWDC meditation controller. Oof! Oof! Xcode, that's right. Write me a hello world, whoops, hello world style Swift UI controller. Okay. All right, so we don't have the controller, but maybe it can just render the view. Maybe not. I'd be interested to know why it failed. All right, doctor, tell us. Monday, September 2nd at 2:33 a.m. Patient was unresponsive. Okay, well, maybe I'm barking up the wrong tree because this video is 5 or 6 years old. And maybe I should just watch it to see what, what the Xcode is supposed to do. And maybe I should just watch it once without following along and kind of see how that goes for me. Okay. How do I render just the current view in Xcode rather than the full simulator? Whoops. Let's see if this works. And if this works, Maybe we can work backwards from there. Oh, preview device. Okay, so it's gonna... Okay, so I think that in this version of Xcode, it's going to give me the full screen no matter what. I think in her demo, it just doesn't put the phone around it. And let me see what her previous one looked like too. So we're at, whoops. Sorry, we're at what are we at? 1545 is what we're at. Okay. So in this one is rendering the whole page, but she just wants to render one little thing and see what the one little thing looks like. Okay, I think we're actually doing the same thing. I think this is the file that it created for me that was blank is just a new way to do it. I don't know. All right. Swift seems like a nice language. It's a pity you sort of still need Xcode to use it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to reserve judgment and just have this experience. No, I'm not trying to reserve judgment because I don't do that. But in some way, shape, or form, I just want to go through the Apple way of doing things and see how it works. And so far, it's been a pretty bad experience because everything from opening the file onward, I've hit every error along the way. Git wouldn't work. The image wouldn't work. Like the hello world wouldn't work for me. Well, the empty hello world almost worked, except I had to fix something with Git. Then I got the empty hello world working. Then I added an image. It didn't work. Then I got that working. Then it wouldn't commit. Use VS Code. You are out of your ever-loving mind. You have web derangement symptoms. You think that VS Code is better than this? You think VS Code is better than this? Like VS Code takes 16 years to open. In the time it takes VS Code to open, I could be done developing my app. I mean, I might as well be using GPT as how to program if I'm going to use VS Code. While I'm waiting for VS Code to open, I can have the whole thing done. Okay, Swift is great, better than Rust in some ways. I'm going to agree with that for sure. Apple being Apple had to add obstacles. Well, I don't know. I don't know that you actually have to stick with Xcode. It's just okay. Take a look at this though. All right, having that simulator there, that's cool. But not in a bad way. Like that's useful. So I'm actually gonna support Apple. I'm not gonna throw them under the bus on this one because they don't deserve it. This is good. A quick cursor in a week over the slow speed. Yeah, I don't even know what cursor is yet. VS Code is a lot more open than Xcode. How does that help me? How does that help me as a developer? What does being open do for me as a person who needs to get work done? If you have something in VS Code, all this means you'll have other good open tooling. Yeah, but VS Code is based in a web browser. You know, it's like it's a cute idea, but that's where it ends. You know, it's a failed attempt at turning software development into a SaaS product. That's literally what VS Code is. But I mean, I guess they integrate it with their other Microsoft tools or whatever, but sorry. You know, I get it when newbies want to use VS Code because they're newbies. But yeah, as a grown adult, are you really going to use VS Code? No, actually, I don't really have that much against, like you want to use it for you, that's fine. I really don't like it. I know I'm not really, I don't even know anything about Xcode. Xcode has been Xcode was like Visual Studio, right? You open it up and here's 6,000 options. It's like, well, can I just create a file and then run it from the command line? I don't know how to do that yet. I don't know how I would run this from the command line. I don't know if it's even possible to do. I also don't know how to rename files. Do they have a rename? I have not been able to figure out how to rename something. Refactor, rename. It's once you name a file, you better love the name of that file. You better hope to goodness you love the name of that file. Because you are not changing it. Not today. Can I change the file name? Oh, okay. Is this how I change it? Because that's the most intuitive thing. Hello, worldview. Hello, worldview. What? I broke it. Can I clean build? Clean build folder? Whoop. Where was that at? Debug. Product clean. Where was it? This is under product. Clean build folder. Okay, product, clean build folder. All right. Must belong to at least one target in the current scheme. How do you... So, I mean, okay. How to rename a file in Xcode. Refactor, rename. This is very unintuitive for me. It seems... It's under editor, refactor. Okay. All right, what if I change this back? What's this? Swift UI view. All right. Yeah, you don't rename files in Swift. Oh, okay. So you click, wait, and click. I don't like it. Yeah, the search bar thing is really, really nice. Okay, so I need to find targets. Can I edit a target? Show file inspector, that's this thing over here, right? Memberships, target membership. Let's get rid of it and let's add it back. Okay. How to change a file's target in Xcode. Yeah, so it's just yeah, the conference demos look great, but then it's like, okay, I want to rename a file. What? Hold on, cowboy. Whoa, what are you doing there? We don't go renaming files willy-nilly around here. Oh, okay. Apparently, when she said a color is an asset, she won't kidding. Preview content, preview assets. I just don't understand why. All right, I'm going to go on the command line. Is that maybe this version of Xcode is really new and immature? Okay, so apparently I had to just change this line in order for it to update its cache. I think that's what happened. I think that the file name changed, somehow didn't trigger the thing about the cache. Anyway, I'm going to call it a night. It's 3 a.m. That's a little bit later than I wanted to be up. But yeah, I want to take some time and really start and see where this can go. I'm getting some ideas about how to use this thing. I'll be a changed man. Can you imagine it? The AJ who codes in a GUI? A GUI-coder? A GUI-otter? A GUI-coder? A GUI-coder. Okay, well, I'm gonna call it. Yeah, 2 hours is more than I was expecting to spend on this. Well, maybe not. Also, just so everybody knows, here's Grok's latest image. I've been clicking refresh on this from time to time, and it's like a seahorse snail, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what to make of that, but that's Grok's latest hallucination. But it's come up with a bunch of good ones. Maybe I'll show you the good ones before I go. All right, so we got Bam Bam. I don't know. Spirited Away. That looks like an app for children, but okay, maybe they're not as good as I thought. All right, so maybe they actually really suck, and the one that it gave me is the best one that's given me so far. Okay. I'll finish reading comments and then I'm out. I use Helix as default. I don't even know what that means, man. Oh, this is a weird one, by the way. Check that out. I kind of know where it's pulling from with the source images, kind of, sort of. Yeah, the search system is, well, the one thing they did, though, is they really broke the search when they tried to get everything to be in iCloud. Because if you're not in iCloud, like, let's say, for example, you have a local disk or network share where you keep a lot of stuff. Because in theory, a local 10 gig connection should be faster than an iCloud connection, right? They have all these optimizations for iCloud, and they just completely stopped caring about local files, of course, like local network shares. So network shares and even USB connections, they suck on macOS. Midjourney is good for images. I don't know. Anyway, this has been interesting. So I've got the Hello World done. I think what I'll do is I'll just watch the rest of this talk and another talk off stream. And if there's anything really, really cool, or by that I mean useful, then I'll surface it. But I think I'm gonna watch those. I mean, I've gotten past the Hello World, which is further than I've gotten before. I was able to, with some effort. You know, it's just I never sat down and just went through all the pain. You know, it's like to some degree what I tell people about Vim, except that Vim just doesn't just break, or maybe it does. You don't open up Vim and go to save a file and then it just breaks. Well, unless it was a TypeScript file, and because I do have that happen to me where in a lot of TypeScript, depending on, I don't know, there's some, I have not had it in any of the projects that I have worked in, but I've like the other day, I got this really simple project downloaded and opened the file, and it, like, Vim just craps out from CPU going to over 9,000 or whatever. But anyway, what was I thinking? Anyway, yeah, the TS server. Oh, and all right. I think it's time to do a completely new prompt, because when it starts to get this bad, girl with a shaven head. Yeah, that one, that's it. All right, we're just gonna close that up. Yeah, well, the problem, and it's weird for Apple, okay? Because this is another issue of the stock market, because if the stock market was based on profitability, then Apple would be in a good place, right? Because they're the most profitable company on the planet. They may not have the greatest worth, but they are the most profitable. There is more money in Apple that is Apple's money than in any other company on the planet. But the problem is, profitability is not really a key metric for stock value. Growth is a key metric for stock value. Profitability is always second to growth. So what do you do when every person on the planet has your product and is happy to pay for it? Do you sit back and let investors collect their dividends? No, because investors don't want dividends. Investors want to play hot potato. And if your stock is doing what it's predicted to do and making people well off because there's good dividends, then the investors aren't happy. So what do you have to do? You have to create a cloud service, because then you don't have to have customers anymore. Then you have users. And with users, there's infinite growth opportunity. So anyway, I'm out. I will watch more of this or listen to it, and I'll catch up with y'all later. Thanks for tuning in. Adios. Oh, whoops. Oh, wrong one. Ah. Bruh. Okay. And the next one might be me actually starting on the app that I want to build. So, well, we'll see. But I have an app that I want to build that might be easy to build.